Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of the Drivers Cut in F125, and today we are racing in Hungarian Grand Prix and कल हम लोगों ने P5 score किया है and let's see what happens today. There are a lot of people in front of us. We are scared, we're shit scared, but we'll see what the outcome is. Let's go.
Welcome to Budapest once again for another round of Formula One action. Historically, a good race for first-time victories, with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the very first time right here. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaro Ring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking's always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile track, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. So let's hope we're in for another one here today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen starts on pole, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Hamilton. Piastri, Russell, Alonso, and Esteban Ocon. Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Albon. Colapinto, Stroll, Ollie Behrman and Pierre Gasly. Lawson and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me for this afternoon's commentary, Naomi Schiff. Good afternoon, Gnomes. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
The 5 lights are out and we are on the way to the Hungarian Grand Prix. Norris gets a great start, battling with Max for P1. And it's Antonelli who sweeps past both Norris and Verstappen. There is a bit of contact from Norris's side with Antonelli and Max Verstappen both. And Antonelli takes the P1 and is the new leader of the race. It's Antonelli, Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc and Sainz, the top 5. Such a chaotic start for the race so far. Norris has overtaken Verstappen, as apparently Verstappen's pace was quite slow for Norris and is not gaining on Antonelli for his P1.
Box, we're coming in this lap. Copy that. That wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid, but listen, don't worry about it.
And Norris and Antonelli have contact, and Antonelli has found the barriers and is into the wall and has front wing damage. Are they retiring the car? No, they are not. Antonelli is still in the race and still going to complete his race. Antonelli has lost his leadership for the race and is now P7. It was an illegal overtake for Antonelli. He has to give it back to Piastri. And the car is not looking good for Antonelli. He has been dropped down to P7. Antonelli comes limping back to the pit lane during that time. He has lost 2 more positions. for him that is going to take some more time than usual. It's a 7.6 seconds pit stop for Antonelli, which is a fast pit stop. Let's see what turns out
Up to
for him in
speed
the
now,
next
let's
half
get
of
some
the
heat
race.
into those tyres.
After the pit stop, Antonelli was pushed down to P16, and within a lap with the new set of hards, Antonelli has managed to gain ground on Albon and Hulkenberg. And he dive bombs and surpasses Albon on the turn. Up next is Nico Hulkenberg, who is in front of him. Along the main straight, all the drivers go,
Okay,
and Antonelli
nice
attacks
really
on
good
turn
job with
one
that
and is
target,
past
mate.
Hulkenberg. It was a terrible incident with Norris and Antonelli. He has been pushed down significantly. Around the same turn again, Antonelli attacks Alonso and surpasses him. In the span of 1.5 laps, he has surpassed 3 drivers already. Next is Ocon in front. Next is Behrman in front. Behrman goes too wide there, and Antonelli finds a gap between and has overtaken Oliver Behrman in the Haas.
Yellow flag.
Antonelli is now behind Tsunoda. There is a gap of 3/10 between the two drivers. Antonelli tries to attack turn one. Tsunoda and Antonelli have a contact with each other. What is happening? Antonelli loses grip again and has spun. But this time it's not the barriers and no damage, but he has lost about 4 seconds because of that collision. He will have to gain that ground again to glide up in the grip position. It's lap 32, almost towards the end of the race. Tsunoda has surpassed Piastri. They have a contact as well. This has become such a chaotic race for everybody. It's Antonelli versus Piastri versus Tsunoda. Now that is something to watch. It's a three-way battle, and Antonelli attacks the inside of Piastri, and they have a contact as well. That a very dangerous move by Antonelli. Antonelli goes to wide, but is able to get by it.
There. We're lucky to have gotten away with it.
Second last lap of the race, Antonelli is just behind Tsunoda.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Again, around the same turn where Kimi Antonelli spun last time by the same driver, but this time Kimi Antonelli is able to surpass Tsunoda successfully and is P7. That is the spirit world champion has for his points. And the checkered flag is grabbed by the people of Red Bull and Leclerc, and Norris takes the podium. Antonelli, who had 2 collisions on this track, has managed to score points around this track, which is phenomenal, and is P7 just behind his teammate George Russell.
Whew.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
भाई साहब crazy race.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
And it's one thing to win, but to win like that in total dominant style, that was a fantastic drive, and it is not one that we see very often.
It's what every driver imagines when they start out on their long road towards Formula One. And for our lucky 3 today, here's the podium waiting for them. But there can only be one on the top step. Your number 1, Max Verstappen. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend
Okay,
of Formula
so
One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action.
giving you the gist of
very
this
soon.
race. Okay, we started P5, we climbed up to P1, we had a collision with Norris, we were down to P16 after our pit stop, we climbed up to P9, had another collision with Hajar, and then finished at P7. Wow, lovely. I am not happy with this result, but whatever it is, let it be. So that's it for this episode in the Hungarian Grand Prix. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was a very lovely drive. It was a very hectic drive, I would say. But for the time being, it is what it is. And next race भी शायद ऐसी ही हो, क्योंकि Netherlands वाली जो race है, that is not something that it's again our forte. हम लोग कहीं ना कहीं पे कोलाइड करेंगे किसी के ना किसी के साथ में एंड ऑल. सो yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye bye.